that it reminds me of a club rivalry, really.
Exactly.
It's got that kind of it's got the narratives which are both on and off the pitch, of course, and there's deep history. Also, it helps that all of the major meetings between England and Argentina on the pitch have been really, really memorable occasions with great goals. Michael Owen in '98, controversy, Beckham red card and the hand of God. There's all these brilliant moments that are kind of they're picture book moments, and they're historic.
Now, 8 o'clock this evening, the crowd will count down the seconds to the whistle. The whistle will blow, and it will be on England versus Argentina. Something, well, we haven't seen this for a while. James Restall, head of sport for the Times, is here. Hello to you, James. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So, well, it's going to be one night where just about everyone in the newsroom at the Times is going to be allowed to stare at the TV for a couple of hours. Tell us about what you're going to be doing, because there'll be a big Times operation going on.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said that if you can't be in the stadium, the second best place to watch an England game is the sports desk of a newsroom. The buzz is incredible. You've got a brilliant team of really high-skilled production journalists. It's like a military operation, because you have to get you've got a live blog running, you've got copy coming in from America, you've got a newspaper to construct as well, and all up against the tightest of deadlines.
Yes.
And we'll our deadline tonight's 10:30.
Yeah.
There'll be an extension if it goes to extra time and the dreaded penalties. But there's not long to effectively shape what the coverage is going to look like and what everybody's going to read in the morning, and indeed even sooner, because people will be reading it on the app straight away. So,
and if you've got your app open during the game, it looks like a miracle the way that hugely important moments in the game appear there in a couple of seconds. Not just appear, but actually really well described.
Yeah,
and that is a tribute to what's going on. I mean, so that's the third thing. So being there is the best thing. Being on your desk is the second best thing, and being in my armchair with a beer is probably the third best thing. And if the result is the right result, there were nothing can surpass that. There's this rivalry, James. It's a rivalry like no other, really, isn't it? I mean, no one sensible wants hostility, and worse than hostility. But short of that, James, there is an appeal to just having a bit of edge, a bit of needle with history involved. That does add something, really does add something.
Definitely, it reminds me of a club rivalry, really.
Exactly.
It's got that kind of it's got the narratives which are both on and off the pitch, of course, and there's deep history. Also, it helps that all of the major meetings between England and Argentina on the pitch have been really, really memorable occasions with great goals. Michael Owen in '98, controversy, Beckham red card and the hand of God. There's all these brilliant moments that are kind of they're picture book moments, and they're historic. But yeah, I think it's there's also there'll be a real rivalry between the two sets of players, because there's lots of Premier League players on show. I mean, I think it will resemble a bit of a Premier League match tonight if it's played in the right way.
Yeah, except for Messi, of course.
Except for Messi,
plays his football in the American League. But you're right, every football club has got a rival they love to beat and get the bragging rights that go with it. It is so sweet when it goes your way, and so unimaginably bitter when it doesn't. And these old animosities when it comes to Argentina, again, no one wants it to get ugly, but it does seem to me, and I don't think I'm being biased, that the old animosities seem to be more lively on the Argentinian side than the English side.
Yeah, Paul Hurst, who's been covering Argentina for us out in America, he was at the media day for Argentina yesterday, and they spoke to Alexis McAllister, the Liverpool midfielder, and he was talking about how they've all been watching clips of Maradona in '86 to get themselves fired up. And whilst Lionel Scaloni, the Argentina manager, has tried to play it all down, the players have been hyping it up, and by contrast, Thomas Tuchel was trying to take the sting out of it all a bit, and he was we sort of playfully did the front page of the game pullout today with no pictures and just the words "just another game," because just another match, because ultimately that's how England are going to need to treat this. They can't get sucked into the emotion, they can't get sucked into the history, they've just got to focus on the task at hand. Let's
just talk for a moment about the game. I mean, Norway versus England of blessed memory. That was seen as England versus Haaland, Erling Haaland, for very good reason. This is now being very widely seen as England versus Lionel Messi, which in so many ways is true, but it does rather understate the strength of the Argentinian team, even if they haven't quite come to their peak yet.
Yeah, I think as with Haaland and the narrative around him, England will be wise not to just focus on one player. The task is going to be cutting off the supply line to Messi, just as it was against Haaland at the weekend. It was, and actually England by and large did that very, very well. And if it won't happen tonight, but I think probably everybody sighed a collective sigh of relief on Saturday when they saw Haaland being substituted. And if for whatever reason Messi had to go off tonight, I think everybody would be resting a bit easier.
So what kind of a game are we in for, do you think, James, apart from nerve shredding? What sort of game?
Well, I think it's going to come down to the condition of the two teams. And Argentina have had 2 lots of extra time. They are an older squad as well, and there is a feeling that they might be a bit more fatigued than England. And I think if England can win the physical battle, I think it's going to be a very physical game.
Yeah.
I also think there's going to be, mentality is going to be I think it's a day for cool heads, and I think we've seen that across this tournament for England. Declan Rice, there was one of the games he played, he got booked in the first minute and played the whole game in a very combative midfield position on a booking, and I just think the mentality of these England players is next level. So I think if they can keep their cool tonight, that'll be essential. And also I think it's going to be which of the big players turn up. If Argentina can feed Messi, he's going to have a great chance of scoring. If we see the Jude Bellingham of this tournament turn up again, if we see Harry Kane come to the fore, they can win it for England.
Who knew France were not going to turn up in the way they didn't last night? Not to take anything away from Spain, they were intimidating. And it's also important, don't you think, James, not to show too much respect to Lionel Messi, because I remember that night in the Champions League when Liverpool came back from 3-0 down and won 4-3 on aggregate. I remember they clearly got the brief: do not treat these guys with respect, especially Messi. And I can remember Messi sitting in the middle of the pitch. Andy Robertson, remember this? He went running past and he ruffled his head as if he was an 8-year-old kid. And Messi was utterly indignant. He looked at the referee as if he expected the guy to be sent off.
Well, I mean, don't give the ref any ideas tonight, John.
No. I hope he doesn't need a bit of nudging in that direction. Okay, look, it's really so great to talk to you, James. And, tonight. You can follow the action as you hear there on the Times, and you can hear live commentary over on TalkSport. Come on, England. Not the last time. I'm going to say that before this show is over, I suspect. James Restall, thank you.
Thank you.